guys, so The Shape of Water is a romantic fantasy drama film directed by Guillermo del Toro, and it tells a love story between a woman and a monster. And yes, that sounds like a strange plot, but it actually is a beautiful movie, and it may be one of the greatest from Guillermo del Toro. The score itself is composed by the Oscar-winning composer Alexandre Desplat, and because of the unusual type of story, he certainly had a hard job finding the tone and creating the soundtrack. And he could have gone in a lot of different directions, but luckily, Alexandre Desplat is experienced enough to recognize that this is in its core a love story. So he creates a sweet and optimistic romantic orchestra soundtrack that brilliantly captures the essence of the movie. You can still hear the usual style of Desplat in this score, but one thing that is certainly unexpected from him is the use of human whistle in the soundtrack, which plays the main theme melody, and that is actually my highlight of the soundtrack, and for the last couple of days I cannot put that melody out of my head, so I kinda whistle it randomly at any occasion. Now, the movie opens with the main theme called originally The Shape of Water, so it immediately gives you the tone for the rest of the film. And the theme has all the elements for this story. It's mysterious, sweet, playful, dramatic and romantic, and that can also be said for the whole score. For example, the composition called Egg plays during the first interaction between our main character and the monster. And the first half of the track is dark and intense, so you are scared in that moment and don't know what will happen. But then the second part gives you the relief that everything will be alright, and Alexandre Desplat did an excellent job in creating that balance between darker and lighter moments in the score. If you are trying to find the heart of the movie while you are watching it, you will not find it by watching the scenery or listening to the dialogue. You have to listen and listen to the music, because it is the pure heart and soul of the movie. And the main reason why this story actually works. The music is almost like another character in the movie, and there are certainly not many films where it is so important like in this one, because with every other musical choice or style, this movie could have been only a solid film for a small amount of people. But the score from Desplat elevates this film to an immortal status and actually gives it a wider appeal, so I believe the music is one of the main reasons why this movie has such a strong award season, and it will certainly win some Oscars. The soundtrack album itself is also very enjoyable, and I can easily recommend the whole soundtrack album, not just some tracks, which is a big positive. I listened to the whole album more than 10 times in the last couple of days, and I love it, I really do. But the unusual part is that the more I listen to it, the more it becomes boring. And usually for me it is the other way around, because when I like something at first, it usually gets better and better every time I listen to it. So that's my biggest negative for the Shape of Water soundtrack. The other negative is that the whole score has a French feel to it, as like the story is set in Paris. And I don't know if that was intentional, because the story doesn't have anything to do with France. But maybe because Paris is known as the city of love, and Alexandre Desplat is actually from France, so perhaps there's the connection. So to sum it all up, the score for The Shape of Water is one of the main reasons why this is such a good and enjoyable movie. And Alexandre Desplat delivers an extraordinary, sweet, optimistic, dramatic and romantic soundtrack that's a joy to listen, so I'm gonna give it 94 out of 100. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you love movie soundtracks or movies in general, feel free to subscribe, because this is the channel for you. So subscribe, click the thumbs up button if you like this particular video, and comment. I also recently created a Patreon page, so you can support me there. It's not a necessity, but you'll get some benefits from it. For example, if you want me to review some particular movie soundtracks, you can request it from there. The link to my Patreon profile is in the descriptions down below. Thank you once again for all your kind support, and I'll see you next time.